Hi guys, Chief Market Analyst here, Lynette Zhang at ITM Trading. We are a full service, buy, sell, physical precious metals brokerage house. Today we're going to start the agenda. Remember that the JPEGs on all of this are available by clicking the link below. But we're going to start out today with looking at this week's insider buys, sells, and then also future buys and sells. Here, let me have that back a second. Thank you. And you can go in and get the JPEG. But what I find really interesting about this in particular is that last week, for every $1 of buying that insiders, so that CEOs, CFOs, the guys that are running the companies did, last week, for every $1 of buys, they did $61.79 worth of selling. So that's a pretty big ratio. This week, they blow that out of the water. For every $1 that they buy the stock of the companies that they know what's going on, they sold $116.08. That is pretty big. Also, last week's was future buy or future selling was supposed to be about 80 million. Well, they actually did 267 million for this week. So go grab that JPEG, really interesting. I don't care what the stock market's doing. I care what the insiders are doing. That's what they're doing. But what I really want to talk about today is what's happening. And I want you to know, I am not political. I really don't care about politics. I am economic, and I'm all about money. So that's my focus. And we all know what happened over the weekend with Trump and the immigration status and laws and banning people, etc. Interesting to note, the response from, Iraq is everybody's angry. I mean, that's really the point. I don't need to go through the specifics. And then in Mexico, he humiliated or was quite aggressive with the Mexican president, ticked him off. And let us not forget Japan, accusing everybody of currency manipulation, particularly Germany. Okay, so what is that all about? You know, I know the protectionist move, etc., etc. This is my opinion. We're going to find out whether or not it's true. But remember, on midnight, on December 31st, the other nations now have enough votes to override the U.S. at the IMF. And remember, the discussion is to replace the U.S. dollar with the SDR in valuing global assets and instruments. And that vote is coming up. So this is China, we know, is spearheading that move. This is the AIIB Bank. Originally, this was back in 2015. Great Britain, our staunchest ally, was the very first non-Asian bank to join, or country rather, to join the AIIB Bank, followed very quickly by Saudi Arabia, hello petrodollar, and then lots of other countries have followed up. In Davos, you had China taking a much bigger lead, positioning for these global markets to be a global financial powerhouse. And now you have another 25 countries that are joining the AIIB Bank, which is China's bank. So what does that all mean? Well, going back to this one, keep in mind that, yes, we're very close in it. If enough of the other countries vote, the dollar is replaced as the world reserve currency with the SDR. This will impact us huge. If you haven't seen it yet, go to the webinar on the SDR as the world reserve currency. And remember, too, that this coming Tuesday, I'm doing the webinar on Bitcoin blockchain. And oh my gosh, what you're going to see when you come to that, it blew me away. So the last thing I want to close with, too, is what's happening with gold. And so all of this turmoil that is happening is driving gold sales. I understand why. I agree 100%. If you haven't yet positioned into physical metal, you need to really do that. Things are happening very quickly. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join us on Facebook. We'll let you know when we have these live events. Remember, there's a link below. You can have all of this in JPEG form. I've got all of the links to the different articles on the bottom of each sheet, so you can go ahead and you can read anything that you want. And like us, share this with your friends. And remember, we are a full service buy, sell, physical, precious metals brokerage house. You need physical metal. Give us a call, 888-696-4653, 888-696-4653. Bye-bye.